Awesome. Hey, everybody. Welcome to PulseWave Trading tonight. This is your dad, Frank, with my main man, Dex the Algo Capitalist, a.k.a. Dex the Vulcan. How you doing, my man?
What up, man? Ready to get this show on the road.
Yeah, this is exciting. Actually, this is not usually a show. This is usually just a private meeting. And I was like, Dex, let's take it on the road and and broadcast it out. So I'm not usually here. And you don't on these meetings, you don't usually have to endure me going on about how cool the pulse waves are for the first 2 minutes. That's one thing I want to put out there. But if you're watching, welcome. We're glad you're here. This is actually one of our nightly Watchlist live meetings. And I'm always tempted to call it a show because, you're in the same little console streaming it out to people. So it feels like a show, but it's not. It's actually a meeting for our members where they have exclusive access to interact with the author and creator of the price triggers that we use at pulsewavetrading.com. And so this is our Watchlist live meeting where after those price triggers are published, and they're published every evening on our website by Dex, the Algo Capitalist, he goes live, and this is a new feature. He's been doing something like this, but it kind of wasn't as cool, and we wanted to make it cooler, so we did, because why wouldn't we? Like, who's stopping us, right?
Exactly.
So it's up to us. We make things cool when we feel like it, and we did. And so right after those are published, in fact, some of them are still being published right now. Dex has a couple of ones that need to be refreshed yet, but his watch list, and this is a good time for me to share my screen. His watch list has already been published. And that's why we call this watch list live. It's not because watch list is the coolest word in the world or anything like that. We could come up with a better thing, but this is literally Dex sharing his reports at night, but not just what's in the reports. I have the description here of what he does in the watch list every night. You watch live as a member. In fact, you're in the chat. You have special access to that. Tonight, everybody does, but usually it's just our members. You watch live as Dex places his orders, demonstrates the process, and takes all of your questions in the live chat. And that usually requires a pro membership. So we've been doing this since Tuesday night, and it's been a lot of fun doing it. Last night's got messed up, so we had to do a special show to show the love for people who wanted to watch the replay and weren't there live because it didn't get recorded because of a glitch. But we fixed it. So usually you click on this, you have to have a pro membership, but we're allowing you to register as a guest down here. And this is all on the homepage at pulsewavetrading.com. It's also on a bunch of other places there. Oh, sorry, I was just checking. Okay, cool. I was getting messages. Want to make sure it wasn't an emergency. So you can register to be in these meetings, and we're doing them all the way through Monday. We added one more night. We're going to go all the way to Monday night. And we can't confirm yet. We have to ask the real boss of PulseWave Trading and see if we could do this tomorrow. But we're looking to do a morning show tomorrow since people are going to be home for Veterans Day. We're going to try. So don't be mad if we don't. But if we do, we will give you an opportunity to be involved in it. So Dex, all that said, I just want to let people know that that's happening. And I want to ask you, but before we started, I stopped you because it was just working. I was like, just save it, man. Can you tell us what you're about to do? Because that describes the order and flow of the Watchlist live meetings that you're doing with our members that are posted. They get to participate in them, but they also get the instant replay available right after. So can you just describe to me, what would I experience? What would I be hearing if I was a new member coming into the Watchlist live orders meeting as a pro member?
Okay, that's a very good question. All right, so basically, this is what we attempt to do. This is what I attempt to do. When I first start the watch list live, what we do is we go and we look at the charts. All right, from my watch list, and then after we go over the charts from the watch list, then I pull up the actual watch list from the dashboard on the website when you log in, and we go over the watch list as it compares to the chart segment. So the chart segment explains what's going on, right? And then the watch list report shows you what we're going to do about what I just showed you, what's going on in the charts, how we're going to handle it.
That's a great way to put it. Yeah.
And then finally, the final stop after that is for you to watch me place my orders. or update existing orders.
Dude.
And then from that point, I take questions and help anyone who needs help in placing orders.
I don't know, what kind of brain I got when I was born, but I got all excited. You're like, then you're gonna watch me place my orders, and I was like, yeah, man. It's like I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with me, but that's excitement because this is, I told you one of the things I like about PulseWave trading. I'm not a professional 20-year plus veteran of trading the markets full time. You are. But when I wanted to get to dip my toe in and learn how to do it, and when cryptos were coming about, and mostly I was like a silver bug, like many of our PulseWave traders still am, and just wanted to see maybe I could catch some moves before silver does what I dream it's going to do someday, and all that kind of stuff. And I tried some things out. I tried to learn how to trade, and there were some things I liked, some things I didn't like, but ultimately I didn't find what I'm looking for. And just even in this night's meeting, what you're talking about is so the kind of thing that I would have loved to have found whenever that was 5 years ago. It was more than that now. When I first started, it's long. Time keeps going and the story needs to get updated, right? So
Yep.
a long time ago, when I was looking for a way to learn how to trade online, if I were told not only was I able to be around people who are trading, who sort of know what they're doing, but to be with somebody who's a pro all these years, an expert, but then also to have a tradable tool that is not just available for me to check out, or I took a little webinar on how to use it once, but to be there with the guy who made it, to be able to make my own decisions about how to use it, depending on my own personality and strategy and preferences, but to ultimately be there with the guy who made it, doing with it what it was meant to do. That's like exactly what we want to offer to people at PulseWave Trading. So that's why I wanted to ask you to describe that tonight, because it's like, man, this is what we've been trying to do, and I'm super excited about it. All right. Thank you, Dex, for doing that. Now I'm going to let you go ahead and do that, and I'm going to leave, and I'm going to leave you with all of these people watching.
Don't leave. I'm afraid. I'm scared.
Yeah, you can do this in your sleep, dude. You could do this in your sleep. I've heard you read charts where like 1 second ago you were like, oh, well, and then you just kill it. So anyway, it's in your blood, man. I know you love it so much. All right, I'm gonna get out of here and let you finish this meeting. And for those of you who haven't yet, I'll just throw in one last thing, because I think it's cool. I think you will think it's cool. Go over to pulsewavetrading.com. There's definitely a million links in the description to get you there. And register for one of these meetings or all of these meetings. You just got to give your email. We're not spammers. We send an email not even that often. Not enough. I get in trouble for not sending enough. All right. I'm going to let you go and do the watch list live, man. Thank you.
All right, my main man. I'll catch you later.
All right. Peace.
Peace. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So now it's time to look at these charts. My charts are still loading, so give me just a moment here. Running just a tad bit behind schedule, but we're going to make all this lovely stuff happen. Let's see here while that's doing that. Okay, great. All right, we should be done here in a moment. Okay, yep, we should be done in a second. Yeah, I realized that one of my charts was not updating, so I had to shut it all down and reboot it. Don't mean to keep everybody waiting, because it is late, and I know everybody wants to skedaddle and get on with their evening. All right, let's see here. All right, we're in business. We are in business now. Great. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and look at the chart. All right, we got a few charts to go over tonight. All right, so let's see here. All right, we're going to start off with the Russell. So you can see here the Russell has been in a bear market. It crossed it back here, but we've had a bullish trend momentum reading. The market had a nice little technical bounce. Then we got the Algo shift alerts saying that the market is now topped out and it's ready to start heading back down, and that's what's been happening. So we're getting dangerously close to the possibility of the bear market reclaiming the price action at this point. We'll see. Now, as I've been showing you in these chart segments, oftentimes when the algo shift comes, it can also be an indication that the market could be ready to reverse yet again. You look here at the algo shift, and the market did go up, and then it came down pretty hard. Up here, you had an algo shift. Market went up, but then it came down hard. Back here, algo shift, then the market explodes in the opposite direction. Algo shift, market goes down. So just something to think about as we're moving forward. I just want to let you know what's going on. But because the Russell's been the weakest and it's starting to move lower, even lower, it's threatening to basically fall apart here. So I just want to show you that as we're moving forward. The next chart here is the Australian dollar. All right, looking at the Aussie. And just like the Russell, we had this nice little technical bounce. Then we had the algo shift, and the price action has been falling ever since, even though you're still in a bullish trend momentum reading, which means that this bullish trend momentum reading could be losing its luster and could be about to switch over to a bearish one, meaning that the trend, which is a bear market, may be in the process of reclaiming the price action. Just something to think about as we are going forward. All right, for Friday or Take Back Friday. Next up is the pound sterling. And you have the bearish trend momentum reading. You're in a locked in bear market, but you've been under the auspices of an algo shift. And then we got this negative bot check, and prices are starting to drop sharply here. The negative bot check told us that was coming, and that's what's happening. If you look at the euro here, you'll see that you're still in a locked in bear market, and you still got the negative bot check, which really hasn't manifested yet, but it's inevitable. And when that down leg comes, it's probably going to be quite powerful. Looking at the E-mini S&P 500, we have a crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. While it's in a neutralized state, I think this market is about to just absolutely collapse at this point. Next up, we have the NASDAQ 100, and you'll see that it has the bullish trend momentum reading, but we just got the algo shift alert. So this one is in danger of falling down rapidly as well. Then you go over here to the Dow, and we have a crash alert on the Dow for tonight into tomorrow's trading. So we have a lot of stuff going on. Look at the Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still wide open, locked in bull market, marching on its way to 40. We got real close to hitting that 40K, and it's on the way. Ethereum totally overshot. We got above the 2,000 mark I warned you about when we were down here, and it's on its way to the 20 to getting in the mid 2100. This Ethereum has crossed over to the bull market, and it is running. It is absolutely running right now. However, looking at gold and silver, you got a bearish trend momentum reading in this gold, and looks like downside production is underway. Looks like this market wants to test that 1900 mark, psychological support. And then looking at silver, you'll see silver has that bearish trend momentum reading as well with that negative bot check. But we also have a algo shift going on. So this is going to be interesting to see which way it goes. Is it going to go into free fall and just crash below 20? Or is it going to try to reverse and explode and get up to 24? Silver can be quite tricky and volatile. So that's what we're going to be looking at, folks, for tonight. I had to show you these charts because it's a really big deal. As far as your XRP Ripple, here you are, bearish trend momentum reading. You're starting to get downside production from the crash alert. And it looks like 60 cents is your support. If that doesn't hold, then you're on your way back down to 50. And as far as ZEC, Zcash, we have a crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. Bearish trend momentum reading. Looks like the market, this little technical bounce is over. Looks like the market wants to make its way back down again. All right, so that's what we got going on in those particular markets. Now let's do something else here. Let's take a look at the, actually, I need you to bear with me just for a moment here. I need to do something very important. Let's see here. And I'm trying to move as fast as I can because sometimes the markets get very impatient and don't want to wait. They want to move. So I'm trying to hurry up so we can get to that part here. All right. So, like Frank alluded to earlier, the reports are out, and I'm uploading the last two reports as we speak. Right now, I'm doing the US equity report. All right, that's being uploaded right now as we speak, followed by the USD crypto report. And then our report part will be over. All right. Oh, and by the way, I didn't have time to adjust the dates on the reports. So if you see November the 9th on the reports, just ignore it. These are November the 10th reports. All the reports have been updated. I just forgot to change the date. So just FYI on that. So if you see it, don't panic. I just forgot to change the dates. But the reports are updated. All right. So the crypto USD report is going up right now as we speak. So you'll be able to peruse that too. All right. Okay. So all the reports are now uploaded, and we can move on to the next segment here. Okay. All right. So let me share my screen with you. All right. Let's see. All right. Here we go. Dex's watch list. Okay. All right. Let's get into here. Okay. So here's Dex's watch list. All right. So the first thing I want to show you now, the charts we looked at, I'm going to show you here what we're going to do about them. All right, so first one is the Dow, okay? The Dow now has turned bearish. So we're going to put a sell short at 33,896. Even though we're still long, we're going to change the stop loss and add the sell short. And the S&P 500, the E-mini, we also have a sell short sell stop that we need to adjust right here at 43.53 and 3/4. All right. For you gold futures people, gold is still falling. The reversal is not until 2033, so you can adjust your stop there if you have to. The Bitcoin one is another one. Still long. Okay. The sell stop, I think, is still the same at that 24,000. Ethereum 2113, and this one's already broken out. So yep, the stop now is 1516. And the Nasdaq. All right, so 15,225 and 3/4. That's where you're going to move your sell stop to on the long Nasdaq trade and use that stop and reverse. Those are the things that I'm dealing with today. All right, so wanted to show that to you. And let me change something else here. All right, so I need to put these two things in here. Let's see. All right, so first things first, let's change this again, because now I need to bring up my trading platform. All right, so I'll share my first screen with you. All right. All right, so in the Dow, we'll start there first. All right, MYM. Okay, so the Dow's buy stop is 33,896. So I'm going to go ahead and stop. I'm going to cancel and replace this old stop with the new stop. All right, and we said that was 33,896. Okay, 33,896. All right, so that stop has been placed. All right, now I'm going to go in here and I'm going to do a stop and reverse on the front month December contract. We're going to do it as a custom order with our stop. All right, and we're going to do 33,896, and the stop's going to go at 35,869. All right, and instead of limit, we're going to change that to a stop, make it a good till cancel order. And there we go. Go back over here to monitor. We see our orders are here working. The long Dow is still being held. So there you go. So that order is now done. Now we need to go to our next trading platform here and do the same thing. All right, so we're going to come down to here. Here's our Dow stop. I'm going to do, what is it, 33,829? Is that what I said? No, 33,896. Okay, 33,896. All right. All right, we're going to update that stop. And there we go. All right, so we are now, we've updated the stop. Now we need to go to the S&P. We did the Dow, now we're going to do the S&P. S&P is at 43.53 and 3/4. So 43.53 and 3/4. All right, so 43.53 and 3/4. Update that stop. All right, and then we got the NASDAQ. So we're going to go back to the watch list. The NASDAQ is MNQ. The stop here is 15,225 and 3/4. So 15,225.75. Update that stop. And there you have it. All right, so there's that. Now that we've done that, now we're going to have to go in here and we're going to have to do our sell short orders. Oh, hold on, actually, I missed something. I got to do Bitcoin. Hold on. Okay, MBT on the report. All right, this one's 24,849. All right, so we don't need to do anything. It's already here. All right, what about silver? All right, let's check out our silver. What did I put? Nope. What's the old one? Okay, here we go. All right, so here's the silver. So silver is 2309 on the buy stop. So 2309. We're going to change the 2390 to 2309. All right. All right. I got to do nickels. We'll make it 2310. All right. All right. So there you go. We have successfully updated all of our stop loss tickets. All right. So as you can see here, for now, still holding the short silver, the long Bitcoin, long Dow, long S&P, and long NASDAQ. All right. Now, because of these new stop losses and alerts, I need to now go in and put in the opposite direction trades. So we'll start off with silver. All right. 2309. All right. So let's go in here and get ready to do that. We always enter and exit the market on stops. All right. So 2309. So it's in nickels. We have to do 2310. Got to round it. All right. We're going to make it as a good till cancel order. And we're going to add the trigger outside of regular trading hours. You got to do that if you're using if you're using interactive brokers. That's the way to do that. Okay, the stop is all the way down here at 22.35. So we're going to come over here. We're going to do 22.35. And we are placed. All right, so that trade has been placed. So don't have to worry about silver now. Let's go over. There's no stop and reverse going on in Bitcoin, so we can ignore that one. Let's go to the Dow. All right, so the Dow is 33,896 to short. So we're going to come over here. I'm going to go to the December futures contract. And we're going to put our stop in. All right, 33,896. Is that right? Yep, 33,896. Good till cancel order. Trigger outside of regular trading hours. Place our stop. Stop is going to be 35,869. So 35,869. And there we go. All right, so now that's done. All right, so now we're going to do the S&P. All right, MES. And we're going to go 43.53 and 3/4. All right, so December contract is your front month. All right, 43.53 and 3/4. And we're going to go good till cancel, trigger outside of regular trading hours. Now it's time to put the stop in. Stops at 44.15 and 3/4. So 44.15 and 3/4. There that goes. And our trade has been placed. Now we need to do the NASDAQ. MNQ. So short is at 15,225 and 3/4. All right, so all right. So 15,225 and 3/4. All right, we're gonna get in outside of regular trading hours. Okay, now a stop on this one is 15,464 even. So 15,464 even. All right. And action. All right. It's just that simple, ladies and gentlemen. Trades have been placed. So we have our NASDAQ, we have our S&P, we have our Dow, we have our silver. We updated the stops for our long positions in Bitcoin, S&P, Dow, NASDAQ, and short silver. Okay, so silver has been updated. And so if anything triggers and happens in the overnight market, we'll be ready for it. All right. If anyone needs any help placing any orders or has any questions, you can always hit me up and I will get back to you ASAP. With that being said, you remember the system works if you work the system. Bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. Smash that like button. You need to subscribe. If you haven't already done so, that would behoove you to do that, and share these videos with people. You never know who it may help or encourage. You just never know. You don't know what kind of help you could be doing for someone. Also, if you have not already registered and signed up to receive your reports, you're going to want to go ahead and do that too. All right, and take advantage of these super discounts while you still can. And with that being said, folks, everyone have a nice weekend and enjoy yourself on Take Back Friday. Let's see. It says, "Yo, so do you think we are in full bull market in crypto, or do you think we will get something else?" I gotta stay with the chart, man. I think we're in a full bull market, just like I showed you in the chart. Um, there's nothing bearish on that chart. So on this one, I'll see how things go tomorrow. I'm gonna hold my long Bitcoin futures position, definitely overnight, and we'll see how things go tomorrow. I think what really took place that really stood out for me today, and I mentioned this in the earlier bull panel that we did, because the question came up, and I was like, well, for me, after the market had that big intraday pullback, I said, first of all, if it settles like this, that's a massive bullish pointer. So you know what happens with bullish pointers, they get taken out. So that would make me feel even better. Also, I don't think we run any real risk of being stopped out of our long position. And if anything were to change, I think we would get a system update where we would get some type of algo shift alert, or a straight up, crash alert, signaling for us to get out of our long. So I'm okay with it. I'm comfortable with holding it. Now, I may hold over the weekend if it looks like the market is gonna, continue to run, and if it looks like we're gonna close in the black and the cash market is still going, then I'll go ahead and hold it, and I think we'll be just fine. Hopefully that answers your question. All right, folks. Any other questions or anything? Like I said, hit me up in the Slack chat room, or you can hit me up on the Discord. I'll see it and I'll answer you as promptly as possible. Lord willing, I do have things I need to do tomorrow, but we're going to see if we can come up with a surprise for you tomorrow. We'll see. I can't promise that because, like I said, I got things going on, but we'll see. All right, folks, I'm out of here. Have a good evening, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.